Hi everyone, welcome to Work Harder Legs and Abs. Tonight you need a ball or you can use a pillow and a resistance loop. Let's come in down the floor. We're hitting a plank on our forearms. Elbows under shoulders, legs long behind you, just hold. So we're in this position, just holding that plank. Let me let people in the room. Woo. You have 10 seconds left in this plank. You always have the option to drop to your knees if you need it. And let's go side plank, elbow under shoulder, arm is up, staying in that full side plank, or if you need the option, you can always come to your knees. So you have options. Woo, really think about lifting that hip up while pushing the ground away, hold. 10 seconds left here. You have 5, 4, 3, 2. We go other side. Try to not drop in the center. Open up that arm. Same thing, modified side plank or full side plank. You have 10 seconds. And we come back center. We hold that plank right in the center. Hold. Woo! Let's spice it up. We have alternating knee taps, right and left, keeping the hips completely still as you tap, 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 tap. 8 counts. 6, 2, 1. Give me a child's pose. Nice, y'all. Alrighty, we are flipping onto our back. Grab your ball on your back. Whew. Oh man, definitely already warmed up. We've got that ball. It's going halfway between your knees and your hips. We're starting nice and easy with a little squeeze. I've been loving doing this adductor work lately, inner thigh work. It's just so good for you. It really helps open up the bottom of your pelvis, which we all need. Woo. I got lots of things planned for this leg day. Hi, Ann. Whew. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Hands can be on your ribs, down on the ground, just not over your head because it opens up your ribs and we don't want that, okay? So really just warming up the inner thighs. And I want you to take a moment here, really think about your body being heavy, okay? So really think about, oh, do I really feel the ground underneath me? Am I letting my body just sink? A lot of times we spend our time holding ourselves up in space. And listen, life is stressful enough. You don't also have to hold your body up, let it just sink into the ground. You may be surprised at how much tension you're holding on to. 8 counts right here. 6, 4, 3, 2. You hold that squeeze on the ball, lift the hips, lower the hips, lift and lower. Just up and down. My ribs are heavy, not lifting through the back, really just pushing through the heels to lift. Eight counts here. You have 3, 2, hips stay up, we squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. So hips are off the ground, barely. My hips are barely off the ground, okay? So you don't have to be high in this, especially if you're feeling your back. Go ahead and drop your rib cage down, your hips a little lower. And just squeezing while those hips stay up. Like I said, barely floating the hips up. Woo. Everything should be on fire at this point. Inner thighs, hips, not hips, but yeah. All right, we're gonna spice it up in our hamstrings. Walk your feet a little further out, lift your toes, heels are down. Give you a little pulse up of the hips. So my toes are up, my heels are really digging down into the ground, little pulse. I'm not squeezing the ball this time, okay? It's just there. Oh yeah, really feeling that spiciness in the hamstrings. If you're feeling your back at all, walk your feet back towards your butt, okay? All right, y'all, 15 seconds right here. Woo. 3, 2, 1. Lower your hips, grab your ball, just hold it in your hands up over your chest. Lift your legs up to tabletop. From here, you reach the right leg long, bring it back in. Left leg long, bring it back in. Just dead bug legs. I'm keeping everything still as the leg reaches, not letting my torso change at all. Yeah. If you start to feel your hip flexors, drop your feet to your butt and then reach out from there. Just takes the pressure out of your thighs, put your hips in a more neutral position. So we're here for about 45 seconds, excuse me, and then we're gonna go back into some more leg work. Yeah. "15 seconds, y'all. Woo! 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, feet on the ground. All right, you can take that ball, you can put it beside you. We don't need it at this moment. Right leg is firmly planted into the ground. Left leg comes up towards your chest. From here, we press into the right heel, lifting the hips up and down, up and down. So it's a single leg glute bridge. So we gave ourselves a little bit of a break, did some abs. Now we're back into this glute work, feeling the hamstring, feeling the glutes. Really trying to push through the foot. Hands can be anywhere, just not overhead. If you want more of a challenge, make sure your hands aren't on the ground. You're gonna lift them up to the ceiling. Just gonna challenge you a little bit more. If this feels like a lot, or you feel that your hips are uneven as you lift them up, left foot can go into a kickstand. Woo! 8 counts here. Hips stay up, we pulse in 3, 2, 1, right here, pulse it up, up, up. All right, 15 seconds here, and then we're switching sides. You have 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. We switch. Left leg down, right leg in towards your chest. We lift and lower. Up and down. Ooh, up and down. I immediately almost fell over. One side might be harder than the other side. Totally normal. My left side is always harder. But that's why we're here. That's why we do single leg stuff. Because we are asymmetrical people. We tend to use one side of our body more than the other. So our goal is to find those asymmetries and just try to even them out a little bit. Just a reminder, if you find you need that kickstand, which I usually need it on the left side. Nothing wrong with taking it. If you find that your hips are drooping, all right, like the left hip is higher than the right, then definitely opt for that kickstand. All right, we're taking this to a pulse. 3, 2, 1, right here. Pulse it up. Once again, try to make sure everything feels heavy. A lot of times we'll try to use our back to help us get up into the air. So let the back relax and really just push through that foot. You got about 20 seconds left here. Three, 2, 1, rest. Listen, I don't always pick my playlist. Tonight was a random playlist, and now I remember why I always pick the playlist. All right, come on up to your feet. Grab your loop, a medium or heavy loop, and if you have a work Carter loop, you can grab your work Carter loop. All right, so we're on our feet. This loop is going up above your knees, please. Our feet are a little wider than our hips. Toes can be ever so slightly pointed out. We're going to press out on the band as we slowly lower down to a squat, and then we come back up nice and slowly. So biggest thing, slow. All right, slow squat. Now, as you press out on that band slightly, I was gonna say something. Oh, don't let your feet roll out. Wow, I literally lost my train of thought in the middle of that sentence. Okay, so I'm pressing my knees up. I'm not letting my feet roll out because that's something that tends to happen as we press out and everything goes out. So my feet are firmly anchored and just my legs press out on that band. Yeah, and the other thing I need you to think about, so many things, I know. We're really trying to keep everything stacked, ribs over hips, so I'm not letting my back arch or my body round. I gotta drink some water, y'all. Whew. I was in the kitchen cooking. I had the oven on. It's very hot, so I'm toasty. Yeah, and go slower, please. I know, everyone hates when I tell them to go slower. Mm-hmm. Woo! We should be feeling the butt and some abs. We have 8 counts. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna take that loop, you're gonna bring it around your arches, okay? So I've got that loop around my arches. The top part I'm holding in my hands. My feet are hip width apart. You may find you need to switch to a lighter loop at this point, okay? We're gonna stand up, deadlift, all right? So I'm driving my hips back, and I drive my hips forward to stand up, okay? Just because I don't want to pop my brand new bands, I'm going to switch to a medium. All right, but please make sure this is challenging for you. If my work hard TP people, if you're at home and you have one of those fabric bands, don't try to use it, just switch to using weights, okay? Same movement, you can just use weights instead of the fabric band. Yep, so as I send my hips back, woo, yep, flat back. Once again, these are slow. So I'm really feeling that stretch in my booty. And then I'm driving my hips forward. How are we doing? Everything on fire? I know for me it is. Yo, we got 15 seconds. And then that loop is going around your ankles. Woo! We're halfway done with class. More than halfway done. Just barely more than half, but halfway done. 3, 2, 1. Take that loop around your ankles, please. Okay, we are balancing on the left leg. That right leg is tapping back and in, tapping back and in. So I'm balancing on my left leg. My hips are back, tapping back and in, back and in. If you need to hold on to something, please feel free. All right, the challenge of this move is that you're hanging out on this left butt. Your legs are gonna get tired, okay? If you don't have a loop that works for you, the fabric bands are not gonna work. You could just hold one weight in the hand of the leg that's moving, okay? Woo! You're doing amazing. All right, we take this to the side. 3, 2, 1, side. Yeah, side. So I'm still hanging out on this leg. Woo! My booty is back, my chest is pointed over at the ground, so I'm not completely upright, all right? I need you hinging. Beautiful. 8 counts right here. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You have 1 back, 1 side. 3, 2, 1. Back, in, side, and in. Back, in, side. Now, I'm going to give you a little chance to stand up every time you come in, okay? I'm still keeping all my weight on that left leg. So every time I move that leg, I'm sending my hips straight back, back, back. Takes a little bit of coordination. Slow down if you need to. 8 counts right here. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Guess what? We switch other side. So now I'm balancing on my right leg, left foot taps and in. It taps and in. Oh yeah. Whew. I'm swinging my arms. You don't have to do it. Feels good to me to get some movement in the body. You can do hands on hips or in front. Yeah. Beautiful. 8 counts right here. You have 8, 7, 6, 5. We're taking this to the side. In 4, 3, 2, side. Let's go. Side and in. So that right butt cheek should be on fire. If it's not, I need you to really pull that right hip back. Even though we're going sideways with the leg, you're pulling the butt straight back. Yes. Eight counts, and then we're going to combine these two. Woo! 4, 3, 2. You take it back, back, in, side, and in. Back, in, side. Now I'm going to give you that option to stand up every time you bring the leg in. If you're like, too much coordination, just stay in that hinge, okay? And tap the leg. It might feel like one of these, like pat your head, rub your stomach. Oh, hey, I can do all of them at the same time. Sweet. 8 counts, y'all. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, band comes off. Grab your ball. That ball goes in between your thighs, ball or pillow, feet hip width apart. Woo, soft knees, lift your heels. Give me a little pulse down, down. So you have the option to hold on if you need it. Okay, I'm straight up and down, head over ribs, over tailbone, pulsing here. Eight counts. Hold right here. We squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. So we're squeezing, squeezing. Yeah, beautiful, y'all. 8, 7, 6. We're going back to the pulse down in 4, 3, 2. Right here. Pulse it down, 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 down. Woo. We feeling that burn? Yes, we are. 8 counts right here. 6, you have 1 squeeze in, 1 pulse. 3, 2, 1. You squeeze, you pulse. Squeeze, pulse. Squeeze, pulse. You're almost there. If this is feeling uncomfortable, you can always drop your heels, okay? You have that option. Woo, 15 seconds. We're coming into our abs after this. 3, 2, 1. Keep your ball, but come on down to the ground. Okay, legs up tabletop, ball in between your thighs. We're going back to that squeeze, legs up tabletop. All right, so lots of inner thigh work today. Woo. Eight counts here. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Just hold in 3, 2. Hold right here. From here, we lower our feet towards the ground, keeping the legs bent, and bring them right back up to tabletop. It's nice and slow. Only go as far that you can keep your hip bones right where they are. So if you feel your hips rocking away from you, don't go so far. Really think about the abs being what releases the legs and what pulls the legs back up to tabletop. You're gonna be very tempted to use your hips, your hip flexors, to bring the legs back up to tabletop. I want you to think about the legs being dead. Woo, that burn is real. All right, we got 10 seconds. Five counts. 4, 3, 2. Move the ball. Come to a side plank on your right side. All right, we're coming to the side plank. I'm going to give you a little element in the side plank. All right, so full side plank. Lift up, bring your top leg in front, okay? So meet me here. Top leg in front, meet me here, meet me here. Yep, beautiful. Now, if you're up for it, you're going to lift that bottom leg up away from the ground. If you need to tap it down, you always can, and then try to lift it back up. We're here for 20 seconds. Take pauses as you need them, but we're working that inner thigh. Make sure you're fully on the inside of your top foot. You're gonna feel lots of oblique, lots of inner thigh. Just 12 seconds left, y'all. 10 seconds. You have 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job, y'all. Flip, other side. Really nice job. Yes. Okay, so let's set up the other side. Legs are long. Lift it up. Take the top leg, bring it in front. Now, once you're ready, bottom leg comes up. You hold. If you need to tap it down, go for it. We're here for 20 seconds. Try to hold it up as long as you can. Take those breaks when you need it. 12 seconds. Woo. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice, y'all. On your back, we're finishing out with some ab work. Feet on the ground. We're gonna start with just some good old-fashioned crunches. It's one of those days. Let's crunch. Hands behind your head or across your chest. Slowly lifting up and then lowering down. And if you're up for it, legs come up tabletop. Now, if your legs are up tabletop and you're up for the next challenge, bring the knees towards the elbows as you lift the upper body off the ground. So everything gets closer and then everything comes back to neutral. All the way together and then neutral. We have 2 minutes left. Eight counts right here. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, legs up to the ceiling. We lower one leg down, lift it up. Other leg, lift it up. Yep, hands can be on the ground or across your torso. If you need to bend your legs, you have that option as well. All right? So the goal is nothing is changing in the center of your body. If you're feeling any kind of pooch, so that's why I like to keep my hands on my stomach. It tells me what's going on in my abs. If you're pooching at all, okay, I need you to take a big exhale and not let the legs go as far. Woo! All right, 10 seconds, and then we're gonna finish out. You got 1 minute of rock and rolls coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rock and roll. So hands are either holding on, hands are pressing in thighs, or elbows connected to the thighs. We rock back, we roll it up. Elbows are most challenging. A little less challenging is hands to thighs. Least challenging is holding on. You pick what you can do to keep yourself connected. If you can't keep yourself connected with elbows to thighs, I need you to drop to hands. This is a tough move. Everyone can handle it differently, all right? And you're gonna work your way up. And maybe you change throughout. Y'all, 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, this is it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job, y'all. Knees into your chest, you did it. Let both legs fall to the right. Open up your arms, breathe. Palms up, breathing into your chest. And we switch, other side. And come back center, knees into your chest. Let's take the right ankle over the left thigh, figure 4. And right leg goes long, left leg stays into your chest. If it feels good to you, take that left foot up to the ceiling, grabbing onto your foot, your calf, your thigh, whatever you've got. And left leg bends, give me a figure 4 on that left side. Left ankle's over right thigh. And left leg goes long, right leg stays into your chest. If it feels good to you, take that right leg up to the ceiling, grab it on your foot, your calf, your thigh. And legs are long, roll yourself over, propping yourself up on your elbows or your hands. Look over the right shoulder. Look over the left shoulder. And push back, give me a child's pose. We're gonna finish here tonight. Okay, so holding here, deep breath in through the nose, fill up the back as much as you can. Big exhale, give me one more. Really fill up the back. Big exhale, and roll it up. Awesome job, y'all. Give yourself a round of applause. Way to work, Carter. I will see you soon.